Alright, this is going to be a first look at Condor's Boar Dagger. I really like the Condor knife line. All the ones I got are excellent, and I recommend Condor blades to everybody. Alright, this is called the Boar Dagger. First look, or first impressions, this is the kind of blade I really like. It's very similar to the K-Bar Marine Corps fighting knife, just a little bit longer. It's also similar to the Glock field knives. This is a Glock 78, I believe. Very similar in weight and feel. Okay, let's take a look at it. The blade length is... Oh, and one thing about the retention strap. I think the retention strap on all knives should be in that position. So they got that right. And the blade is 7 3/4 inches long. It's a 1/8 inch thick, and on one side it's flat. You can see it's flat on this side, and on the other side it's got a ridge running down the middle of it to give it a little bit more strength. And flexibility, I can flex it just a little bit. And I noticed one thing about it, it looks like it curves a little bit to this side. Just a little bit of curve to that side. Okay, so the blade is made of 420 HC stainless, and it's got it's not a mirror polish on it, but it is polished both sides, and the sharpness of it is kind of a medium sharpness. It's not really sharp, but they didn't send it absolutely dull. I'm gonna have to work on that to get it really sharp. And the grip is made of Santoprene, rubberized, whatever it is. But I really like the Santoprene because it's got really good grip to it. It's kind of like Kraton, but I think it's a little bit grippier than Kraton. And Santoprene is good because it resists heat. It won't melt in the heat, and more important, it won't freeze when it's cold out. And it's got a nice big lanyard hole. You can see it there. Okay, and as far as markings on the blade, right there it says Condor 420 HCSS, and on the back it's stamped El Salvador. Okay, so my overall impression is I really like this blade. This is one of my favorite fighting knife. I don't do that much fighting with knives, but this would be a nice one to have as a kind of a last ditch knife. It's a nice one. I wouldn't call it a military fighting knife, but it is a good one. And comparison, I did a little comparison, but I think the Marine Corps fighting knife is a much better fighting knife. And the Condor looks like it's about 3/4 of an inch longer than the Marine Corps. And here's a Glock 78 field knife. Looks like it's about maybe 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches longer than the Glock. Okay, let's take a look at the sheath. Sheath is made of leather. It's got a nice big belt loop. Looks like about 2-inch belt loop. And like I said before, the retention strap is in the correct position. And the snap on the retention strap does have Condor markings. And I left the sticker on. I just took it out of the package a few minutes ago, and it says Boar Dagger. And here's the Condor logo stamped into the leather. And it's got 3 rivets, 2 up here, 1 down here. And there are no inserts in the sheath, so it is flexible. And like I said before, it's leather. I don't know if it's cowhide or some other kind of South American leather. Anyway, it's a pretty good sheath. I like it. So my overall impressions of the Condor Boar Dagger are very good. And yeah, I got this knife at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and I did not get it off their catalog. I got it off the Smoky Mountain Knife Works web page for, I paid under $20 for it plus shipping and handling, so it was about 25 bucks. But I thought it was a great price for this. And would I recommend it? If you're going to do a lot of work with it, no, I would not recommend it. But personal protection, fighting dagger, zombie knife, yeah, I'd recommend it. For the money, you can't beat it. Okay, that's it. The Condor Boar Dagger. I like it. Knuckle bump.